Hello, people. I'm Jabby Kawai. What were you doing?
I was like,
oh, I thought you were like
shirt.
doing a monkey thing, like scratching. Okay. You know, when I was a kid,
You used to itch your armpits like this.
I was really obsessed with the video game Donkey Kong Country. We were on a school camping trip once. Not a camping trip, but just a field trip. And I hung out in the trees, and I was doing a monkey sounds for like an hour and a half. It was awesome.
On a field trip?
On a field trip. Yeah, because this is all this downtime, and I was like, what am I gonna do for the next hour and a half? I'm gonna be a monkey. And I just made monkey sounds for an hour and a half. It made the other kids laugh like crazy. It was awesome.
Get down from there!
Yeah, exactly. So, on to a serious note. Hello, people. I'm Jabby Kawai. Joining us is Megan Ames.
Hey.
We're gonna look at VIKRAM VEDHA, a Tamil movie starring R. Madhavan, Vijay, Sethupathi, and it's by Why Not Studios. Here we go. Or YP Not Studios. Whoops. Ooh, cool shot. Got some really cool shots in this.
உன்ன மாதிரி ஆளுங்களுக்குலாம் ஒரே கதை தானே. நான் கீழ இருந்தேன், தெருநாயா இருந்தேன். இது செஞ்சு அது செஞ்சு பெரிய ஆள் ஆயிட்டேன். அந்த கதை தானே. ஓடி ஓடி அலைஞ்சு திரிஞ்சு உடச்சு முடிச்சு ஆரம்பிச்ச இடத்தை தேடி வந்து நிக்குண்டா.
ஐயோ, எப்படி சார்? என் கண்ணிலே படம் பார்த்தியா சார்?
கிரிமினல் போலீஸ்.
Oh shit.
ஒருத்தரோட கண்ணு பார்த்து அவன் கிரிமினலா இன்னசென்ட்டானே கண்டுபிடிக்க தெரியும்.
Yeah, slap him back. Deserves it.
எப்பவுமே பிரச்சனைனா பிரச்சனையை பார்க்காது. இந்த பிரச்சனைக்கான காரணம் என்னன்னு பாரு.
என்ன பிரச்சனை வந்தாலும் பாத்துக்கலாம். அந்த வேதா. Let's get it.
நம்ம சாவு நமக்கு எல்லாம் தனி கெத்து தானே சார். ஆனா எப்படி பார்த்தாலும் நீ நானும் ஒண்ணு தானே சார்.
Well, never bring a knife to a gunfight, yo. You know what I liked about that show is all you heard was sound effects, but it still felt like, it was still difficult to look at.
ஒரு கதையில இவன் நல்லவன் இவன் கெட்டவன்னு சாய்ஸ் கொடுத்தா சூஸ் பண்றது ஈஸி. இந்த கதையில ரெண்டு பேருமே கெட்டவனுங்க.
That was intense.
Yeah.
That might be the most intense thing I've seen in a little while.
It was just after.
Yeah, it was just mounting in violence. What I liked about it is that you're dealing with just a bunch of the underbelly of society. All of the people are anti-heroes in the movie. There's no good people in this story. Hopefully, one of them has redeeming qualities that you can follow and get behind. This is the kind of thing that draws me to a Martin Scorsese movie, for instance, because he's generally dealing with the bad people of society. That's who you're following, and I think that that's fascinating to see from their perspective. Although this feels like it's a bit stylized with the action. The blood and stuff looked real. Some of the kills in the movie looked very realistic, but it still kind of wove in some hyper-stylized action here and there. It was an interesting stylistic choice, because I'm used to seeing extremes of one or the other. Either it's very real, or it's very fancy, like people throwing people and bodies bouncing off the floor and stuff like that. So this feels like it's finding a nice happy medium where it's pushing the realism into fantasy just a little bit in order to heighten the action. I'm not quite clear what the story is other than we're dealing with criminals of the underworld. Is revenge? It's kind of going all over the place.
Well, there's definitely a story there, and I think that's what he's gonna tell throughout the movie and why all this is happening.
Let's see if we can find something on IMDb to help us understand what we just watched. A story of the lives of a police officer and a North Madras rowdy. So I guess it's talking about that fine line between cop and criminal, because both have similar traits when you look at them. They both have to be willing to do certain things that your average person wouldn't be comfortable with doing. And they're on opposite sides of the law, but
Right.
sometimes it seems like there's bleed over. If you ever looked at history with the Yakuza in Japan, there are some interesting moments where the Yakuza was actually saving people. But the Yakuza are known to be villains. They're bad guys.
They're the gangsters.
They're the gangsters of the Japanese society. During storms or something, I forget what story I read, but they basically brought in helicopters to save people, to get them out of danger. This trailer didn't explore anything like that, where it was showing the bad guys doing good things, but it was certainly trying to illustrate, it felt like how the cop is also kind of dark in his own right. Who knows what he's done in his past, or what he's done to, you know, maintain his position or to get to the criminals.
Yeah, you don't know. I mean, he could be a dirty cop too.
I don't know if that was indicated in the trailer. A lot, it was kind of going by fast, and it
Right.
was all like, oh my god, it's so violent.
You don't know. Yeah.
It was pretty intense. Overall, I think that I'm digging the tone of the movie, and I like the action that it showed. I'd like to see more of it. If it comes out in a theater over here showing foreign films, I'd love to check it out. So yeah, you guys let us know what you thought of it. I'd be curious to look at it myself. Let me know if it's worth checking out. Check out Megan Ames on the social media. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Check out our other reactions, reviews, short films, and video game related videos. I'm Jabby Coy. This is
Megan Ames.
Peace out.